Hello, I'm Lydia, and I'm currently a uni student in NTU. Previously, I studied product design in Temasek Poly. Yeah, so for today, I'll actually be sharing about a letter two with you. So, just a quick question for you guys. What is something that you're looking forward to in the year 2025? Perhaps you may be wishing for a better year. Uh, Perhaps now that you're also older, you're able to have more independence, more uh, you're able to do more things in life, etc. Yeah, so with this in mind, 2024 has just passed, and it may not have been the easiest year for perhaps many of you or even your own friends. Thus, we actually want to congratulate you and your friends for surviving 2024 with this little certificate. So, this is what the certificate looks like. Yeah, so at the back of this certificate, you can actually write in your letter. So how can this like actually be linked towards the gospel? So the thing is, with each approaching new year, right, many of us are actually faced with uncertainties. Perhaps um, uncertainties about finances, relationships, school, how well they'll perform based off their own like standards, etc. Yeah, but yet despite all of this, God has promised and given us a new hope that we can actually go get through all of these unforeseen things that actually may happen in 2025. And why is that so? Yeah, so that is because then you can share the gospel from there. So the other way is also to talk about how you have spent the year 2024 or perhaps even your own friends. Yeah. So it could be chasing after grades, money, relationships, but God actually said that there's something more important than all these other things that perhaps we have spent our time chasing in 2024. So that is a relationship with God. So with all this said, you can start to write out the introduction to your friend, and if possible, do try your best to draft out the beginning of the gospel link. Yeah. So a little encouragement that I want to share with you guys is a verse from Hebrews chapter 8, verse 13. 13 verse 8. Yeah, so it's quite a short one. It says, Jesus Christ is the same yesterday, today, and forever. So this God that we have on our side is someone who is unchanging, someone who has drawn thousands and millions of people over to Him, someone who is able to do wonders, miracles. He's all knowing, all powerful, all loving, and all. Yeah. So as I just stated, some of the things God has actually done, right? I hope that all of us we can be bold in sharing to our friends since we have him on our side. We have this amazing God on our side. Yeah. So for those of you who choose the letter two, I'll be seeing you next week and I'll share with you what you can do for the next step. That's all. Yeah. Thank you.
Hi everyone, I'm Odilia. I'm a NP graduate, and today I'll be sharing the questionnaire tool with all of you. So I'm sure most of us have heard of this saying that goes, "A friend in need is a friend indeed." So the question is, how much are we willing to go to help our friends who are in need, right? So today, the tool that we will be using is a personality test questionnaire to help you find out what kind of personality type you are based on the way you help people. And then from there, you can share the gospel with your friends. So the tool will look something like this. We created a form, and then you can actually answer the questions and then send it to your friends. So how this works is that for today, we will be reaching out to our friends first. So you can drop them a text, check in on them, see, how they are, and then you send them this link to tell them that it is a personality quiz, let's do it together. And I know that sharing the gospel can be very scary, but let's think of it, in this way. While we try to help our friends in with their needs, we help them solve their problems. The truth is that only Jesus can fulfill their deepest needs. And we can only do so much for our friends. So the best thing that we can do to help them is to point them to Jesus, the Savior who will meet all of their needs. So I'll catch all of you next week where I'll share a little bit more about what are the next few steps to take. Now that you have heard both of the letter tool and the questionnaire tool, it's your turn to choose one tool and a friend that you can reach out to, a friend that you have in mind, maybe a name that God has impressed on your heart to share the gospel with.